lecturer in entrepreneurship at the Faculty of Food and Agriculture. So let's welcome her.
Thank you so much for that introduction. I'm happy to be here to share just a spotlight on our research co-authored work, which is on generative AI as a catalyst for sustainable development within the SME sector. Now, I hope I can artificially inflate my 5 minutes to 15 minutes, but I'll try my best, okay? So I'm a lecturer in entrepreneurship. I belong to the Faculty of Food and Agriculture. I also serve as the Caribbean Regional Chair in the Academy of Latin American Business and Sustainability Studies. And I primarily study entrepreneurship development, especially in resource-constrained environments. So a bit about our research. Now, we examine the transformative role of generative AI in equipping SMEs in finding an innovative tool that would assist them in balancing their profitability with their environmental and social responsibilities. Now, we all know that there is a growing global concern encompassing issues such as climate change, resource depletion, social inequalities. And right now there is a push for businesses to move towards a more sustainable model. But the thing about it is that a lot of the emphasis is being placed on the large multinational corporations. And we sort of forget and overlook that the SMEs, small and medium-sized enterprises, do have a pivotal role in terms of how do we secure our sustainable future, right? Now, just to bring some context to that, SMEs are uniquely positioned in that way because they are small, they are flexible, they are easy to innovate, and also bear in mind that they represent the majority of enterprises globally. So they are, as I said, that they can really play a pivotal role in how we can become more sustainable. Now, there is an increased pressure by these SMEs to also become more sustainable because we have an eco-conscious customer nowadays. We also have enhanced and intense competition as well as regulations and also just global pressures towards the SDG 2030 agenda. So with that being said, what our research did was we sort of tried to find out from those SMEs who were early adopters in terms of incorporating generative AI, that form of AI, particularly things like, ChatGPT, Perplexity, even those video generation apps and so on. And we wanted to find out what was the core reasons as to what drove their decision to adopt the technology in the first place, and then how the adoption was able to translate into their sustainability outcomes. So that is what the research was able to accomplish. And in terms of our findings, well, we employed a sequential explanatory mixed method study. So we surveyed 310 SMEs to collect quantitative data, and then from that, those relationships were therefore interrogated closely via qualitative interviews with, I believe, about 31 SME holders in Trinidad and Tobago. So what are our findings? That's what we're interested to find out, right? So the key mechanisms behind why AI was so useful for their sustainability relies on their operational efficiency, data-driven decision-making, sustainable product and service innovation, and building sustainable brand and identity. So let me just delve into each very briefly. So in terms of their operational efficiency, we found that generative AI allowed them to maximize their output with minimizing their input, especially with labor productivity. So what they reveal is that generative AI allowed them to automate routine tasks, more or less adopted as a virtual assistant, and they were able to redirect the free time that they saved from doing those monotonous tasks to more sustainable focused projects, which was great. Also in terms of social sustainability, the SMEs reveal that some of their employees, because of the time saving, they were able to spend less screen time behind the computers in the administrative roles. So that also had enhanced their mental and physical health, right? And then thirdly, in terms of cost cutting, they were able to use the software, the generative AI, to analyze their business expenses in order to identify cost cutting areas accordingly. In terms of data-driven decision making, they were able to use the generative AI for identification of green suppliers, to scan CVs for inclusive hiring, as well as to utilize it to analyze customer feedback to know what is the best sustainable products that they would like to invest heavily in. And lastly, to wrap up, building sustainable brand identity, they were able to implement the AI to utilize prompts to provide professional grade videos and communicate their sustainable brand more consistently. In fact, one entrepreneur said that they won the Green Entrepreneur Award utilizing the system to assist with proposal writing. So policy implications, well, we need to expand the digital skills, strengthen the SME resilience, promote low-cost accessible AI, and also, of course, there's education in terms of how they can use it to better their sustainability outcomes. Thank you, and you can always contact me thereafter that I can share more. There's so much more of this research. I was just able to give a little sprinkle of what it was. Thank you, guys.